Russia-Ukraine war latest news. The summer offensive failed by Russia. Despite Moscow's claims of capturing another village in the Donetsk region, Kyiv authorities and Western analysts agree that Russia will not conduct a major coordinated offensive over the hundreds of miles of battle lines in eastern Ukraine this summer. A widespread offensive along the entire front line, similar to what happened in February 2022, is not going to happen at this time, stated Andriy Yusov, a representative of Ukraine's GUR military intelligence organization, in an interview with Newsweek. Moscow swiftly extended its influence from portions of the Donetsk and Luhansk areas under rebel control to swathes of north and eastern Ukraine when it launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Since 2014, Moscow has also maintained control of the peninsula of Crimea, which is located south of mainland Ukraine. With a quick counteroffensive in the fall of 2022, Ukraine retook land, especially in the northern Kharkiv region. Still, Russia's expansion into eastern Ukraine has been gradual but steady. In February 2024, it claimed the city of Avdiivka in Donetsk and has since advanced westward. Ukraine has continuously documented the most intense skirmishes along this stretch of the front line as Moscow's soldiers approach the strategically important defensive city of Pokrovsk. Avdiivka lies to the west, and Pokrovsk is to the southeast. On Sunday, Russian forces seized Novoselivka-Persha, according to the Russian Defense Ministry. Newsweek was unable to confirm this on its own. Russia invaded the Kharkiv region through the border at the beginning of May. Ukrainian officials wasted little time in claiming that a new front was an attempt to divert their country's resources from the Eastern Front. Russian forces were unlikely to mount a unique new summer offensive operation due to material and manpower restrictions, according to the US-based think tank Institute for the Study of War, ISW, around late July. After a month of limited operations in the western Donetsk region of Ukraine, Moscow certainly lacks the wider operational capabilities to mount a separate fresh offensive operation in Donetsk Oblast or elsewhere on the front this summer, according to the ISW's assessment. Nick Reynolds, a research fellow in ground warfare at the Royal United Services Institute, RUSI, think tank in London, agreed that this evaluation is generally accurate. In spite of this, he assured Newsweek that the situation is fragile for both sides and highly unpredictable. Moscow is reportedly engaging in an attritional war in an effort to deplete the opposition's forces and Kyiv's equipment stocks before it runs out of its own resources, according to analysts and authorities. Russia has relied on its defense industry's rapid readiness for conflict and its extensive inventory of Soviet-era equipment, according to Western intelligence. It has also received supplies from allies such as North Korea, Iran, and China. The heavy loss of life among Russian forces has been a driving factor in their recent successes. According to reports emanating from Ukraine, over 1,000 Russian men are either wounded or dead every day. Russia reportedly manages to enlist over 30,000 additional soldiers per month, according to estimates from Kyiv. The Western allies of Ukraine provide substantial assistance, including military vehicles. However, there are significant concerns regarding the trajectory of military assistance shipments in the event that former President Donald Trump secures a victory in the U.S. elections later this year, despite public assertions of unwavering promises to Kyiv from NATO. On Sunday, however, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky verified rumors that F-16 fighter jets supplied by a country that supports Kyiv were indeed operational, putting an end to days of speculation that the planes had arrived. With these cutting-edge planes, Kyiv plans to fortify its air defenses and ward off Russian aggression. Although Russia may try further smaller-scale operations before next year, Reynolds stated that a large-scale onslaught from Moscow is more probable in the coming year. In order to escape the muddy season that begins immediately after winter or in late fall, offensive pushes have traditionally occurred in the spring or summer. Armored vehicles and tanks can't navigate off-road terrain without becoming stuck, thus their operators have to stay on paved highways.